And the reparenting work is so vital. It's so important. And so many of us had good enough parents, and some of us didn't have good enough parents. But even if you had the good enough parents, there's still things within you that didn't get the full parenting that you needed at the time when it was most important for you to get it. So what this inner parenting work is going to shift within you is give you an access point and give you an anchor to anchor the energetics of the what it would have been like, what it is like now, that you can tap into that energy for yourself and for others, for the people closest to you. When we're really triggered, when we're really in our place where we're reacting instead of responding to people, we're typically in a place where we've been triggered emotionally from a core wound that we have from our childhood or from another time period. And when we go in and we do this reparenting work, what happens is that foundational work, it just deactivates a lot of those triggers that we have. It's not to say that they won't still be there, they just won't be it won't be like walking through a minefield. It's like, you know the trigger, you know it's there, but instead of reacting to it, you can integrate and respond from a place of your place of safety and calm. So that being said, when we're doing this, why it's so important at this time is we are literally at the solstice. We are at the darkest day of the year. We are at the time period this whole winter. So we're going to be working with a core winter as a start period. So Capricorn season, Aquarius season, and Pisces season is when we're going to do a lot of our foundational work for the year. And because some of you signed on later, like closer to the start date, you might not have filled out the paperwork. So tomorrow you'll get paperwork from me, and that really helps establish what you want to see come to fruition in this year working together. Because in this winter, these 3 months that we're starting, this is the seed, where we're taking the seed and we're planting it deep in the earth. And deep in the earth, we're allowing ourselves to really dream big and really experience this shift in what we can believe is possible for ourselves. And so to start tonight on the solstice, the darkest day of the year, and to take the seed and plant it deep in the earth of our core foundation and healing around our triggers and the reasons why we don't think we can have certain things, or the reasons why we believe certain things based on this very deep consciousness of those first 7 years. The brainwaves for a child in the first 7 years are doing different things, and during which we form our base beliefs of what we think is possible for ourselves. And so in those 7 years, that's when the core of our beliefs, the below the conscious level, below what we are talking about, like why we feel certain things or we believe certain things about ourselves, is at that deeper subconscious level. And the cool thing about the work that I do and about the work that a lot of other people do that is working below that conscious level is we can find new ways to rewire the brain and really bring in that healing to those places of wounding, so that some of those core beliefs and some of those perceptions that we have based on our caregivers and what they could or they couldn't offer to us at that time are deactivated. The triggers are still maybe there, but they're deactivated. And when that happens, we get to see the world differently. We get to experience the world differently. And so at this Capricorn season, where we are in an earth sign, it's the start of an earth sign today, we're getting a little bit more grounded and a little bit more practical. And we can go in and we can do this deeper energetic work.